Then let's start some questions from the poem. Look at the first stanza. Now we will count to 12 and we'll all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. First stanza. Divyanshi,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the significance of the term 12?
The term 12 represents time, and poet asked to keep quiet for a second.
Yes, the number 12 instantly gives a picture of time, the clock. When the clock strikes 12, all the hands become one. It symbolizes the unity coming together. Even the title Keeping Quiet has 12 letters. If you count, that also has 12 letters. The poet has uh, very systematically used this word 12 here. Clear? Why does the poet want all of us to keep still?
Poet wants all of us to keep quiet too, because he wants us to do self introspection and to in order to develop mutual understanding with all peers.
Yes, the poet wants us to do so in order to get the essential break from our routine work and indulge ourselves into introspection to have a mutual understanding and universal brotherhood. Next, let's not speak in any language, says the poet. Why?
Poet requests the general public not to utter a word because he wants them to be silent for a second and to do self introspection.
What is the importance of here this not to speak in any language? I discussed yesterday what he means by the language here. Why he tells not in any language.
He wants everyone to be in unity. He doesn't want any kind of discrimination on the basis of ground, caste, language, etc.
People of the world have been indulging in wars and bloodsheds on minor excuses. If they keep quiet, they may not indulge in the reasoning, disputes, and quarrels. So let them keep quiet and not speak in any language. This will ensure peace and prosperity because we see there are many issues and the problems on the basis of the language also. So he wants that there should not be any problem or any issue on the basis of this. That's why he says not to speak in any language. Next, what do you understand by on the face of the earth? On the face of the earth. Yes, Devanshi.
This line signifies that poet want every person to stay united uh, who lives in this world.
The expression the face of the earth refers to the various countries on the surface of the earth. It refers to all the countries that are on this earth. Clear? Next, Gurleen Kaur. Gurleen Kaur.
Yes, ma'am.
Next line. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Why does the poet suggest not moving arms?
The poet suggests not moving arms as he want the people not to uh, not to stop physically, but stop there and think physically and introspect themselves.
Arms का meaning यहाँ क्या आ रहा? It has a double meaning. What two meanings are explained through this word?
It refers to the time.
Arms refers to the time. But I explained it yesterday. The word arms here has two meanings. The first, the arms, that is limbs of human being, part of a body. And second, it refers to the fiery weapons of the battlefield. Movement of both the arms causes threaten to man's own existence. By moving his own arms, man creates the arms of the battlefield, which are serious threats to peace and the existence of humanity. That's why the poet wants that we should not move our arms. Here, arms refer to both things, to the part of body, arms, and the second one to the weapons. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
What will happen if there is no rush or running of engines? What will happen if there is no rush or running of engines?
All the people stay still, and there would be calmness all around. All can think about their hectic life, what they are suffering from, the worries and tensions.
There will be no rush, no irritating noise, monotonous movements. There will be peace all around if there is no rush or the sound of the running of engines and machines. How does the sudden strangeness occur? How does the sudden strangeness occur?
The sudden strangeness occurs as all around there would be peace, no rush, no tension. All no one would no one would have any conflicts with each other, and everyone can introspect themselves in a peace.
We, the human beings, are preoccupied in our routine tasks and in a mad race of so called development. Sudden quietness for a short period, वो sudden strangeness किसको कह रहा है? वो sudden quietness का period जो होगा, that moment. Sudden quietness for a short period will sound strange to all of us. That's why will be called as a strange period. But it will surely open our eyes as to which path we are moving. Clear? Explain exotic moment. What do you mean by the exotic moment?
Exotic movement refers to a moment uh, in which there will be no rush, no tension, and all around there would be calmness and peace for a short time. This would signifies a strange moment in which all the people stop for a moment and think about think about the problems and tensions of their hectic life and introspect themselves.
Exotic means exciting and unusual. When a person sits for introspection, disconnecting himself from the worldly player, he experiences strange player. And this is an exotic moment. Okay. Then what should we not do for a second?
We should not involve our day-to-day routine for a second and be calm and have a self introspection in peace.
According to these lines, we should cease all activities for a second. Man has used his arms only to kill and destroy others. Therefore, let them not move their arms so much as to harm others. Clear? Next lines. Madhur Gaba. He never joins the audios. पता नहीं क्यों मीटिंग ज्वाइन कर लेता है, but he never joins the audio. Madhur Gaba, will you answer? He's not listening even. सिर्फ attendance लगवाता है ये. Yes, Vasundhara beta. Next lines. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. What do fishermen usually do in the cold sea? Yes, Vasundhara.
Man in the cold sea usually harm whales and they hurt themselves by hurting the whale.
Fishermen usually catch fish, particularly whales, in the cold seas. You have to tell only what they usually do. Next, discuss the symbolic significance of the image man gathering salt. What is the symbolic significance of the image man gathering salt? Yes, Vasundhara? Vasundhara. Does it refer to individual, the fisherman only? Or it refers to general to some people? Yes, Harsha? Harsha? No. Yati Sharma? Beta, if you don't participate in the discussion, you'll not be able to express your ideas and get your clarifications done. Yes, Divyanshi.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the symbolic significance of the image man gathering salt?
That means that man are extracting natural resources and they're hurting their and they're causing harm to their own themselves.
The image of the man gathering salt indicates towards all the people who are running a mad race of power and money. They are busy accumulating wealth without caring for their own health. They accumulate wealth and die without using it. And introspection will give them time to care for themselves. Clear? What message does the poet want to convey through these lines?
Poet wants to convey that man by keeping quiet and being still, man can stop causing harm to their own themselves.
Yes, man can stop causing harm to the nature as well as to the humanity. Then what should the man gathering salt do? What should the man gathering salt do? He must.
They should stop.
Yes.
They should stop gathering salt from the sea.
Yes, they must take care of their hurt hands and health also, and they must take care of the natural resources and the nature also. Clear? Next, coming to the next lines. Gurleen Kaur, only you two are there to answer. No one is going to answer. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean cloths and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. According to these lines, who are the people in question?
People in question are the people who just only take the weapons and destroy and destroy others' life and disturb the peace all around the world.
Who are these people otherwise?
The people who have arms
warmongers. We call them warmongers, those who want war situations. Or in other ways, the poet indicates towards the people like scientists who invent deadly weapons and bombs, the politicians and the statesmen who take decisions of wars, and the people who destroy forests for their financial benefits. कुछ पैसे अर्न करने के लिए वो फॉरेस्ट्स को या नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज हमारे जो हैं एनवायरनमेंट को हार्म डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं. And the politicians who take decisions for the war, scientists who prepare the bombs, all these people are referred here. And what do they all are called as warmongers, those who desire for war. What do the following expressions refer to? Green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire. Three expressions are used. What do you mean by the
Green war,
Hmm.
green war refers to the wars. Green war refers to the wars in the environment or the environment exploitation. Gas
Yeah.
was referred to the wars which are in the air, and fire wars refers to the wars at the borders.
Green wars refers to this destruction of trees and forests. Wars with gas refers to the deadly chemical weapons. And wars with fire refers to firearms and explosive bombs, nuclear weapons. Clear? Next, what does the poet mean by the term victory with no survivors?
The poet refers by this line that after the wars there would be left nothing, just the victory. That victory which does not give any happiness and peace to the people.
Victory with no survivors means no one would be there to enjoy that victory. Survivors मतलब जिंदा नहीं होगा कोई भी, बहुत ज़्यादा डैमेज हो जाता है लाइफ और प्रॉपर्टी का भी. तो उसका कहने का मतलब ये है कि विक्ट्री तो हो गई, एक साइड की विक्ट्री तो होगी, एक डिफीटेड होगा, एक विक्टोरियस होगा, बट देयर वुड बी नो वन टू एंजॉय दैट विक्ट्री. बहुत से लोगों की वहां पर डेथ हो चुकी होगी, बहुत सी लाइफ प्रॉब्लम्स कॉज हो चुकी होंगी, जिस वजह से they will not be able to enjoy that victory. Clear? So the poet means to say that if a modern war takes place, our deadly weapons like the nuclear bombs will wipe away the entire humanity, and all forms of life on the earth will turn to ashes, and there will be no one left to see the outcome of the war. Clear? Next, what is the poet's advice to the people in question? What is the poet's advice to the people in question? Yes, beta. Gurleen, what advice is given?
The poet's advice to the people is that they should not hold the arms and do the wars, so that there will be no destruction. Rather, they should protect the environment and spread love and harmony among the others. This would create peace all around.
Yes, the poet advises the people that they should drop their destructive ideas and they should put on clean cloths and walk with their brothers under the trees, leisurely doing nothing. Clean cloths symbolize here good actions for the betterment of the mankind. Then what is the symbolic significance of the term shade here? Shade. What does he
The
want to?
shade word refers to the actions uh, uh, which prove to be which prove to be good and spread harmony among the society. And these ideas are for the welfare of the society.
No, here the term shade refers to amalgamation of all colors into one color. That means mixture of all colors into one color. The poet refutes the idea of discrimination. What does he want to say? He refutes, declines the idea of discrimination on the basis of caste, colors, and creeds, and advises people to adopt a single shade, that is, a single religion with no discrimination for anyone, because all the religions teach us same thing. So we should not make any discrimination on the basis of any color, caste, or creed. Shade here refers to the mixture of all colors. Clear? Yes, Divyanshi beta. Next lines. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death. What does the poet want?
Poet want people to live. Poet want people not to confuse between silence and total inactivity.
Yes, the poet is
And he
advocating. Yes.
he wants people to. He doesn't want people to come to become totally inactive, because total inactivity is related to death.
Yes, the poet is advocating for silence or stillness, and stillness should not be confused with the total inactivity. He says that bad and harmful activities should be stopped. What does the poet say about life?
Poet says that life is all about doing various kind of activity.
Yes, the poet says that life is a natural process and man should live life in natural ways. He should not interfere in nature for his own selfish motives, and the purpose of our life can be understood through introspection. And according to him, life is full of activities. If we don't do any activity, that means there is no activity in life, no actions in life, that means death. Explain the line, I want no truck with death.
In this line, poet want to convey that poet does not want people to confuse between total inactivity and death.
Yes. Total inactivity brings death. The poet refuses to associate with death. Thus, he is not advocating for death. He doesn't want to die early due to wars, nor does he want to live longer. He wants his natural death. This is another idea mentioned. Clear? Now, the next stanza. If we were not so single minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never ending ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. What is the meaning of the expression keeping our lives moving? Yes, anyone out of you, Vasundhara, Yati, Harsha, anyone you want to answer and participate in the discussion? Why you join the class if you don't want to participate? You know the revision is going on, you have to answer somewhere. Don't want to? Yati Sharma, Harsha. Yes, beta. Gurleen. What is the meaning of the expression keeping our lives moving?
This expression gives us the meaning that we should not stop the day-to-day activities of our life physically, but
Yes.
we should uh, keep still for a moment mentally.
The phrase refers to man's general routine life, which includes no purpose at all. We, the humans, just go on living meaninglessly. We don't know the real meaning of life. What the poet wants to say is that we keep on moving, but we don't know the meaning of life. We must know and understand that meaning. What do people pursue single-mindedly, and which is the better course the poet suggests? What do people pursue single-mindedly?
The people pursue single-mindedly only the tensions and worries of their hectic life and no rest and peace. Rather, the poet suggests that the people should stay quiet and still for a moment and introspect themselves about their tensions and worries so that they get the solutions of their worries.
People pursue single-mindedly on keeping their lives moving. हमारा ध्यान सिर्फ यही होता है कि हमारी लाइफ चलती रहनी चाहिए. The poet suggests that it would be better if they give themselves rest for some time, and for once they may do nothing but have introspection. What sadness is the poet talking about? Yes, what sadness is the poet talking about?
The poet is talking about the sadness of people's mentality of mentality of their lives to be going on and moving on, which only have the worries and tensions of their day-to-day routine life, which
Yeah.
causes a hectic schedule of their lives and a disturbance and irritation.
And threaten to death. The poet talks about the general sadness with which all human beings suffer. It occurs because man fails to understand himself and he is always threatened by death. कि हम अपने आप को ही समझने में काबिल नहीं होते. We don't understand ourselves कि हम लाइफ में क्या कर रहे हैं, अच्छा कर रहे हैं, बुरा कर रहे हैं. हम अपने एक्शंस को ही एनालाइज नहीं कर पाते. तो इसलिए क्या होता है, we are leading ourselves toward ill healthy ways. गलत तरीके की हम लाइफ लीड करनी शुरू कर देते हैं, which causes health problems, and then we threaten ourselves towards death. So why does the poet want to interrupt this sadness? क्यों चाहता है
The
poet?
poet the poet want to interrupt this sadness so that the people should understand what they are doing and make peace for a short moment so that they can introspect themselves and see what's going on in their day-to-day routines.
The poet wants to interrupt this sadness so that life may become meaningful. हमारी लाइफ जो है, हम कहते चलते जाते हैं लेकिन वो मीनिंगफुल नहीं है. We don't understand the meaning of life. पोइट हमें क्या चाहता है, इस सैडनेस को इंटरप्ट क्यों करना चाहता है? सो दैट we can lead our life in a meaningful way and should not have any fear of death, जिससे हम हमेशा थ्रेटनिंग रहते हैं, हमेशा डर रहता है. We should not have that fear of death. How are we threatening ourselves with death?
We are threatening ourselves with death by thinking again and again about our moving life and the worries and tensions of that hectic life, which causes temptation, jealousy, and feelings of irritation to us.
With that we cause problems to our health, and that is threatening to our life also. Ironically, in our mad race or so called development, हम जो चीजें कर रहे हैं आजकल, हम कहते हैं ना डेवलपमेंट के लिए कर रहे हैं, विकास हो रहा है, but in a way we are causing an irreparable destruction. We are threatening ourselves by creating deadly weapons and by harming our own environment. Yeah. Now the next last lines, Devanshi, again you have to complete it. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. And now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I'll go. What should we learn from the earth?
Earth teaches us the lesson that if one thing is dead at a point of time, it will later become moving, or it will have life afterwards.
Yes, we should learn from the earth that life emerges from death. Every year, the cycle of season springs. Several changes come in the weather and environment. While in winter, all the vegetation becomes leafless and is covered with white coating of snow. It once again come back to life in all its blooming colors during the spring season. So in this way, there is process of germination going on under the earth. That means life emerges from death. What does the poet ask us to do?
Poet want the general public to keep quiet and
If
self-introspect themselves.
yes, he asks us to keep quiet while he is counting up to 12. What trait of the poet's character emerges from the last two lines?
Practical aspect of life.
About the poet's character. What we get to know about the poet's character from the last two lines.
Optimism.
The poet seems to be a pacifist. Pacifist means जो शांति चाहता है, who goes place to place spreading the message of global fraternity and value of introspection. He does not believe in war. क्या हमें क्या पता चलता है उसके कैरेक्टर के बारे में, कैसा इंसान है कि वो पीस चाहता है, वो ग्लोबल फ्रेटर्निटी ब्रदरहुड की फीलिंग चाहता है, वैल्यू ऑफ इंट्रोस्पेक्शन है उसको, एंड ही डज नॉट बिलीव इन द feeling of war. He wanted us to save nature also from all the damages we are causing. Clear? Yes, no any problem for this poem? I think it will be clear now. We spent yesterday's period also in explanation, and now one by one stanzas you have done some questions and the extract and the explanation of the lines also. I think it is clear now. Any doubt now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are left with only 2-3 minutes.